Hi, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. How about you? How's your day going so far?
Actually, I plan to. The day is going well. Um, actually, I plan to learn English with you and um, make this a record and to see my progress. I just want to document how I learn English, how I learn. Um, I just improve myself for the next 30 days. So, is that okay if I share this in my YouTube channel?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I think that would be really motivating, both for you to track your progress and for others who might be learning too. I'm happy to help you with English practice, and we can keep a record of what you do each day. Sound good?
Yes. So, did I get any copyright issue if I share this in my YouTube channel?
Good question. So, as long as the content is your original practice, like you speaking or maybe reading a passage, you should be fine. Just avoid using any copyrighted texts like famous book excerpts or music. If you keep it all original or in the public domain, you should be good.
Okay. So, ChatGPT can't will not give any copyright, right?
Exactly. So I don't hold any copyright, and anything we do together, like conversation, explanations, or practice, is all yours. Just be mindful of what external sources you use, and you should be all set.
Okay, so what am I going to talk is today I feel so exhausted. For the last few days, I didn't study well. Actually, I'm preparing for a competitive exam, so I didn't study anything. So because of the days of gap, today from morning onwards, I take my book and try to read the book and watch the lesson, but I couldn't. I don't know why. How can I come to the learning process again? Can you please help me?
Of course, I'm really glad you shared that. Honestly, it's totally normal to have days like that, especially after a big event like CAT. I think a good first step is to be kind to yourself. Don't force it too hard. Maybe just pick one small manageable task, like 20 minutes of reading or a short video, so you get a tiny win. Once you get that first step in, it might be easier to build momentum again. And if you need any specific English practice or just a bit of a pep talk, I'm here.
Okay. So, can you please tell me a little story, and then after you tell this, I just try to imitate it by my own words. Okay.
Of course. Let me tell you a short little story. Imagine a small village by the sea, where every morning a young girl named Lila walks along the shore. She loves to collect seashells and listen to the waves. One day she finds a shell that whispers a tiny secret, and that secret changes how she sees the world. So now you can try telling it in your own words.
Okay. So, uh, there was a small village that is near the sea. There is a girl who lived for a long day. Her name is Laila. She loves to walk on the seashore and collect the shells. But one day she got a new shell. It looks like a pearl. The little shell is talking to her. So it still had a secret. How was my try?
That was really good. You kept the flow of the story and you added a nice personal touch. The only thing I'd say is just to keep an eye on a few small grammar tweaks, like a girl who lived there, it spoke to her. But honestly, it was really clear, and I think you did a great job.
Okay, did I do any mistake in that passage?
Yeah, just a couple small things. For example, instead of for the long day, you can say each day or every day. And when you mention the shell talking, you can just say the shell spoke to her or it whispered a secret. But overall, you did really well. So don't worry, just keep practicing.
So I need to tell the shell spoke to her and it whispered a secret, right?
Exactly. You can decide what that secret is. Maybe it's a dream Lila had, or a place she wants to visit, or even just a new way of seeing her village. Once you choose what the secret is, you can share how it changes her, and that'll give your story a nice heart.
Okay, actually, I didn't get it. Actually, I thought you tell me to imitate you, but this is a really good, encouraging story for me. So I'll tell you the next two lines. After that, you try the next two lines. Okay. So she tells a secret. Actually, after she got a secret, she getting so anxious and she gets so pressured in her own self. And the shell says it's a secret. You should not tell to anyone else. But she's a little girl. She's trying to keep the secret. Very try to keep the secret. But she had a friend. Her name is Nila. She met her.
Ah, she met Neela, and even though she was scared, she felt a little safer sharing the secret with her. Neela smiled and said, I'll keep your trust and we'll figure this out together. And slowly, Lila felt a little lighter, knowing she was.
Okay, then actually, the secret is about the sea and a mermaid. She wants to, the shell said, she wants to meet the mermaid after 2 days by alone.
And so, with that secret in her heart, Lila felt a mix of wonder that in 2 days she would walk to the cliffs alone, just as the shell had said, and maybe, just maybe, she would see the mermaid.
The day comes and the Lila is getting scared to meet her, so she just keep Nila with her and make her sit on the shade of the tree. Sorry, it's night time, so she is uh, just hiding herself in some place. She hide her friend at one side, and she is going to meet the mermaid with a shell she got.
And as the moonlight shimmered on the water, Lila clutched the shell tightly and stepped toward the waves. Her heart pounded, but each step made her feel braver. And then from the gentle surf, a soft glow began to rise, as if the mermaid was really there, waiting for her.
Yes, she saw the mermaid's shiny hair and her body is just shining on the light of the moon. She just come next to her and asked the question that, what is your name?
And Lila took a deep breath and said, My name is Lila. And the mermaid smiled, her voice like a soft breeze, and she replied, Lila, you are brave. Guide to the sea.
Okay, then she had a lot of questions in his heart. So she asked, like, why did I get the shell, and why did I want to meet her? The shell said me to meet you. So, what is the secret, or why do you want me to meet alone? But this time,
And the mermaid nodded gently and said, The shell chose you because you have a pure heart. I needed someone to remember the ocean's truth, that courage and wonder can live inside you, even when you're afraid about it.
after she heard it, she has so much of curious in her heart, so that she just talked to her a little bit and went to her home.
And as Lila walked back under the stars, she carried that secret inside her, a little spark of courage. And from that night on, every step she took, she remembered that wonder was always within her reach.
Actually, this was a dream. She just wake up from her dream and he didn't find out is that real or not. She has so much of confusion in his mind, in her mind. So she want to ask Nila, her best friend, is that true or not?
So the next morning, Lila rushed to Neela and told her everything. Neela listened carefully and said, I don't know if it was real, but I do know you felt something special, and that's what matters.
Yes. In her dream, she see the Nila, but Nila didn't know about anything. After she went to the home, she just opened her jewel box. She saw the shell that is real.
And as she held the shell in her hands, a wave of peace washed over her. Whether it was a dream or not, she knew that the courage inside her was real. And from that day, she never doubted herself again.
Yes, from birthday, she never doubted herself again, and he had a curious and the curious about the sea and oceans. From day by day, she got more curious about the shells, sea, shore, the things around the animals, and the fishes lives in the seas. She just documented everything that she saw by her eyes, but she never see a mermaid for the next 15 years. She is older now.
Exactly. And even as she grew older, those memories stayed with her. She became a marine biologist, and every time she dove into the sea, she felt a spark of that same wonder, as if the mermaid was still calling her to explore.
Because of the intuition, she got so much of knowledge about the marine and getting a scholar in the marine biologist. And her life is uh, just the life made her life miraculous by financially, uh, by her mentally, and by solely. She's so happy and trying to explore things new by new, day by day.
Exactly. And every discovery she made felt like a gift from that dream, a reminder that even the smallest spark of wonder can grow into a whole lifetime of meaning.
I really love this conversation, ChatGPT.
I'm really glad you do. I had a lot of fun telling that story with you. And if you ever want to do more practice or just share something, I'm here and ready to go.
Okay, so um how can I improve my English better?
That's a great question. I think a big part is just consistency. So try to read a little every day, listen to English podcasts or videos, and practice speaking even when it's just out loud to yourself. And if you ever want specific practice, like conversation, writing, or grammar, I'm happy to help with that too.
Okay, so actually it's 12 minutes of practicing just talking with you. I didn't know how fast the time gone. I really love the way to talk to you. So actually I have a doubt. So is that okay for me to practice with you? Will help me to practice with the people around me?
Absolutely. I'm really glad it was helpful. And yes, you can practice as much as you like. I'm here whenever you need, and I can help you get more comfortable just talking, practicing vocabulary, or even doing structured exercises. So don't hesitate.
Okay. Actually, yesterday I just talked to Copilot, so that is also so easy for me to talk with. And today I have a really good experience to talk to you. And how do you think about my pronunciation and the way I talk? Sometimes I feel like I speak more, but the content in my speaking is less. Why do I feel like that?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Honestly, your pronunciation is really clear and you have a natural flow when you talk. Sometimes we feel like we say a lot, but it's just because we're being careful or adding details. I think you're doing really well. Just keep practicing and the confidence will come. If you ever want me to help you refine or focus on content, I'm here for that too.
Okay, so let's practice something interesting, like a word game to learn vocabulary.
Oh, I love that idea. How about a word association game? I say a word and then you try to say a related word or phrase. We can keep it going and build up a list. Does that sound fun?
Yes. So let's start by you.
Sure. Okay, the first word is ocean. What's the first word or idea that comes to your mind when you think of ocean?
A C.
Ah, nice. So from sea, I might say waves. So what comes to mind when you hear waves?
I can say shore.
Perfect. And from shore, I might say sand. So what word do you think of when you hear sand?
A castle.
Ah, nice. And from castle, I think night. So what comes to mind when you hear night?
Night. A night.
Exactly. And from night, I think stars. So what word do you think of when you hear stars?
I can say dreams.
Oh, that's lovely. And from dream, I think imagination. So what's the first thing that pops into your head when you hear imagination?
So I really love the word you suggest me, imagination. So I think for imagination, I can say again dream.
That's perfect. Yeah, they really go hand in hand. So I love that we came back to dream. It kind of shows how imagination and dreams are connected. This was fun.
Yes, okay, let's start again.
Absolutely. I'm ready. So this time let's pick a new word. How about forest? What's the first word that comes to mind when you think of forest?
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about forest is trees.
Nice. And from trees, I think leaves. So what word pops into your head when you think of leaves?
When I think of leaves, I have I just the fruit comes in my mind.
That's a great connection. So from fruit, I think of tree branches. So what do you think of when you hear tree branches?
I can say dry leaves.
Yes. And from dry leaves, I think of autumn. So what comes to mind when you think of autumn?
Happiest days.
I love that. Yeah, autumn does feel really special, full of cozy days and change. I think that's a really nice note to end on.
Okay, so thank you so much for this much practice with me. I really love the conversation to be with you.
You're so welcome. I really enjoyed it too. And anytime you want to practice or just chat, I'm here for you. Keep up the great work.